Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, we found out last night that our democracy in a republic still stands. Elections have occurred, they went unfettered, and so there's some hope. The only sad part is that we have a president who sent out an email to grocers telling them that they better not discount prices for folks that should be receiving SNAP, that this is, according to him, illegal. Now, I've never, ever in my 53 years heard any president tell grocers that they should not give a break to poor folks until now. This cannot abide. We also know that we are now multiple days into not releasing the SNAP benefits because we have that contingency money in the USDA. A federal judge has ordered the president to do it. He says he's consulting with his lawyers. Well, again, this is something that cannot abide and cannot stand. During the other shutdowns that he's been involved in when he was president 45, they funded SNAP, even though the government was shut down. So this is all a ruse. This is all how much can I make people hurt that have very little voice to play political games. You know, there's only two things that we ask for those of us at the bottom: fair wages to buy food. If we can't, SNAP benefits so we can feed our family, and subsidize health care so that we can work our tail off still for the system and not die while doing it. No one should have to be afraid of dying or starving that's a hardworking American. I don't care what your job is, how much you make or how little you make. If you're a working American or you're disabled, you should not have to worry about dying from starvation or from lack of health care. Now, folks are looking at the costs of their buying their health insurance and buying into health plans. They're all finding out, oh man, they're going to go up $13,000, $18,000. Man, that is the poverty wage right there. $13,000 is how much you have to make, that or less, to be on the poverty line. Now, if someone makes double that, we're going to say they need to go down to the poverty line because we're going to make them pay half of their wages on healthcare plans. Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's what the Democrats are holding out for. They're not trying to stick it to these folks with SNAP. They are demanding that they get SNAP and that we subsidize these healthcare costs. All right. It's simple. We've been doing it now for many, many years. We know it works. We know people live and work hard with these Affordable Care Act plans. And we need just to keep them going so we can keep workers moving and going. It's that simple, guys. But, you know, some people want to act like they can't walk, talk, and chew gum at the same time. But I know that Americans can. Certain people in the government want to act like they can't, but they can. They know they have the contingency money there in USDA. Now, they also know that they are bankrupting our ranchers by flooding our beef market with Argentinian beef They also know that they are bankrupting our soy farmers by putting these tariffs on Chinese goods so that China is not buying soy from us. Who are they buying it from? Argentina, the one we just gave 40 billion to, and the one that we're glutting our beef market with their beef from Argentina. We're making Argentina great again. We're paying for their health care with that 40 billion, right? We know that the farmers that have lost their soybean markets that they used to have in Canada and in China are now going to be going under. And what are we going to have some USDA funds for? Subsidizing those farmers that wouldn't have needed subsidies, wouldn't need bailouts if we hadn't had these stupid tariffs, if we hadn't given billions during the shutdown, given $40 billion to Argentina, during the shutdown, giving billions of dollars to Israel, right? So we could give money to feed the poor kids, to feed the working folks, the working poor and their families. But no, we don't want to. We want to play a game of chicken and see if Democrats will blink while they wipe away democracy. No, I hope it doesn't happen. We should be bolstered by these successes and elections held democratic and free, and this democracy and republic still stands tonight. We proved that last night. Y'all, God bless our corazon. Take care of your neighbors. Love your neighbors as yourself. We are a brother's keeper. We are a sister's keeper. Have a great night.